I'm Elias, I'm an architect, and you're invited to join me in the space I've created today for this video. For further work, the idea of affirmation and matrix should be explained. The matrix that normal people live in, it's their own mind. You don't feel or see it, but you're always part of it until you become aware of its existence. Matrix is basically a belief system that is implanted into a population to keep them dependent and easy to control, as well as other naturally created affirmations. In other words, the matrix is a set of mental programs and conditioning that restrain growth and freedom. Agents in such system are the unconscious people around you who try to keep you from breaking from the system. Now, why do they do that? Because if you escape, they become weaker, smaller, they lose their power and leadership. And the matrix itself, as a space, resists you. It's 100 times easier to control someone who is financially struggling, full of anxiety, afraid to stand out, desperate for approval from the rest of the people. It's just simply easier to control someone when you create their own weak point that you can exploit. And that's exactly what happens. Now, the system is afraid of someone confident, who know what they want, and unafraid to walk alone. So how it works exactly on practice? It works through the culture, movies where the poor are rather a hero or some kind of saint, and the rich people are evil. Songs and stories where wealth is greed and poverty is virtue. Also, education, obey, memorize, get a degree, and stay humble. No one teaches you about wealth creation, investing, or building capital because that's no one's interest beside yourself. Through religious fear, of course, don't chase the riches, they are from the devil. God suffered, so you should too. It's a distortion of such humility. There is a social pressure like stand out, you're arrogant, corrupt, a target. It works through the chain of success, envy, and pressure to return you into the heart or into the masses. Of course, this serves the system as long as the honest remain poor and the brave are afraid to shine, the world stays ruled by grey predators. The good thing, as soon as you actually realize it, you're no longer in this cage. You see the pattern, and seeing it means you already stepped outside of control field. Now let's create a new perspective, where you are not a slave, but rather a free person who understands the world you are living in, working for his own freedom. Now, when we are done freeing you from the matrix, let's build a new image of a person who is free and unrestricted. So, first of all, the oil chains what he shed. The free human has broken free from the state of submission, where he lived to meet the expectations of the society, of the state, family. His worth was built on approval and reactions from others. He worked to survive, not to create. He was trapped in guilt, fear, dependency, duty, and imposed roles. He was plugged into the matrix, an artificial order that made him a cog in someone else's machine. He saw those chains for what they are and removed them. The second act of liberation, what gave him power. That is the second pillar of the support we are creating. The free human went through an inner revolution. He destroyed the internal images of I must, I can't, I'm not worthy. He realized true power lies within, not outside. He let go of the dependence on the system, social norms, success templates, even the fear of change. He reclaimed the right to choose. He no longer reacts, he acts from his center. His new saying, I don't fight the system, I simply stepped out of it. I no longer play other people's games. I am free. Pillar number 3. What he now stands on. I'll state the pillar and the description of it. First of all, his will. He chooses what to create. He does not seek permission. Center. He is within himself. He is not a victim. He is not a savior. He is not dependent. Trust. He does not lie to himself. He doesn't build illusions. He faces the reality direct. Creation. His essence is to create. The world is his canvas. He is the creator. Boundaries. He allows himself to say no. He doesn't dissolve in others. Energy. He channels his power into what resonates with his soul. Silence. He doesn't need the noise of approval. His silence is louder than any applause. Pillar number 4. How he lives. He wakes up not to work, but to create. His body is a conduit feel. His voice is an expression of spirit. He may be rich, he may be poor, but he is never dependent on it internally. He doesn't seek power over others. He reigns over himself. He sees people, but doesn't lose himself in them. He can be among society, but does not belong to it. He makes mistakes and rises on his own. Pillar number 5. His inner architecture, what lives inside. The foundation of such person is trust, acceptance, and honesty. His core is his will, purpose, freedom of choice. His structure is his boundaries, discipline, action, and skills. His expression is voice, creativity, life's work. The last part is the mantras of such a free person. I choose who I am. I don't ask for permission to be myself. I've accepted the metrics to build my own reality. My work is my sanctuary. Freedom is an inner structure, not an external condition. That's all for this video. Thank you, I hope it helps, and see you in the next one.